Welcome back. This lesson is about comments, compiler, and variables in Java. So these things are very important when you actually want to code something and when you actually want to explain to your friends or your co-workers how things are working. You need some basic vocabulary. So not just in Java, but generally a lot of programming language. But since we are actually talking about Java, we are going to learn about those basic stuff and how it works. So first thing first, we have something called compiler. So basic compiler is like when you actually want to program something in human language, right? And you want it to transfer from human language to a computer language, right? So the thing is the computer don't really understand what we as a human being talking about. So we need to talk in human language, and then you need to translate to a computer language. So the compiler is like think it's like a judge, like someone who's going to translate the syntax in programming language. So in this case, if you actually write something, in Java, if you actually write something like, "Hello, my name is James," for example, and if you actually want to the computer to actually manage to actually show this result, you can't just write like this way. You will get an error message. That's basically you can't do it in this way in human language. So you need to translate it to the computer language. So that is the point with the compiler. So to demonstrate, for example, we can just click on Command B. Oh, since it's the first time, if you actually try to run this in Mac, you click on Command and B, and you get the pop-up window, and click on Java C. Java C is basically where you compile stuff, and this you see a lot of error message. Oh, and by the way, if you actually want to run it, you can click Command Shift and B. And you get still an error message. So basically, when you click on Command and B, this is when you compile stuff. So when you compile stuff, it says like not a statement, hello, blah blah, and it's showing the line number 3 here. This is not correct. Still number 3 line, showing everything. Everything is like human language, so it doesn't work that way. So that is something we need to not do that. So, so in order to actually work this way, we have to do in human language. I'm sorry, computer language. So we have to write system.out.println bracket and write hello, my name is James. Right. So when you want to compile it now, it's finished. So basically, it's working. And if you want to run it, Command, Shift, and B. Hello, my name is James. So, oh yeah, I forgot. When we did the installation, the setup on the Sublime text and the key bindings here, the key bindings is actually where you have had responsible. So you can, when you write something, Command B, and to compile, Command Shift and B to run. So just to let you know though. So anyway, it says okay. So this is the way you have to write in a human. In a computer language. So this is kind of like a human language, but still you have to write in the human language. So in a way, the compiler says okay, you write this way, and that's okay. I'm going to translate it to the computer language. So that's the first step. The second thing we want to do is learn is the comment field. So since we know that comment field, so comment field is like you want to write something in human language, but the thing is like when you want to compile stuff, the compiler will ignore the comments section. So if I actually write, like I said, if I write hello, my name is James, and compile it. Not working, right? But let's try to add comments in here. Double slash. Compile, run. You see, it's still working, right? So the point is that you want to use the comment field to explain what you are doing here. You know, the other part is like maybe you can actually just ignore the code for now, and as a temporarily, you know, like this. So in case you don't want to code it, and just just stick it out. Maybe you want to debug or testing something like that. So you can add the comment field in here too. The other cool part is that, let's say if you actually want to comment all of this stuff here, right? Let's say we'll just copy this here and there, right? So, or just one more. So let's say if you want to actually comment everything, it takes so long time to do that, right? You have to click on double slash, and click on double slash, double slash, and double slash. It takes a real long time, right? So in order to go faster, right. So in order for it to go to faster, so you can comment everything, you just write /star, and you have this. This means you are starting to comment from here, and the question is where you want to end it. So we can just click on here. We can just end it right there, just below the system out, the last one. So you see, the comment section is actually you're actually putting all of the comment section from start to down here. So it's really useful if you have long code, and just or takes so long time to actually you want to comment everything, so it goes real fast to use that way. Right. So that is for compiler and comments. Talk about the variables. So I'll just write variables and comments. So for the variables, in Java or programming language, you have something called string, right? In string, you have a name, and let's say we call it for let's call this for course name for Java. Oops, Java, right? So here's the thing. This is the variable. Think of the variables like well, all of this is kind of variables though. But I think the variables is like a box. So the box contains information inside there, and inside the information you want to utilize it, right? You don't just want to put the box inside there, you want to use it. So you have something called this is the variables, and this is what you call you assign variables inside here. So this is called variables assignment, and I could just write here just in case for a comment field, Oops. Variables assignment. So the thing is, like, when you are making variables, so you have to declare something. So when you declare, you're saying something. Hey, I want to make something called string, and the string has a name called course name. So you made variables that call course name. This is where you declare stuff. I'll just write declare here. Declare. Oops. And the other part here is called, you want to initiate something, right? So this is where you actually initiate something. You're actually assigning something to start something, So if you actually just write string name, for example, like this is where you declare it. And when you actually write something like, well, name equal clock, for example. And this is where you actually initiate something. So as you know, when looking at this, you are making variables, and you had made of variables assignment called Java inside here. So in the variables, you declare the name called string course name, and you want to initiate the Java. So those are really important thing when you actually talking with the, like I said at the beginning of the video, to your friends or co-workers or someone you want to teach Java. Since when you're going to program a lot of things, you want to say, hey, I just declared this. Oh yeah, okay, but you declare it, but you did initiate it, you know. And okay, so did you actually make the variables of this specific code and stuff like that, you know. So everything needs to make sense. So and the other part we want to talk about is the semicolon. Um, I guess you notice the semicolon right here. This is like making a statement for, well, it's like something very important. You know, it's like you want to end the instruction with something. So it's like writing a book. You say, hey, my name is James. Dot. You're done. So the semicolon is really important. Otherwise, you'll get error message. Because let's just run it for now, so we can just demonstrate and look. So I'm gonna compile it, and I'm gonna run it. Oh yeah, okay, all right. So we got a lot, James. I'll just remove it here. There's so many. Right. So everything's working perfectly. Let's try to remove it. See what's going on. You get one error. It says one error. It's pointing out where. It says, oh, right here, just right there, here, right here, and it says error, semicolon expected, right? So it's expecting you to have a semicolon. So you have to write semicolon, then run. Now everything's okay. So these are very basic thing how it works, in Java, and that is for the course for now. And the next course we will talk more about the string, some very important basic vocabulary in Java, like int, string, double, and stuff like that. So thank you for watching this, and I hope I didn't make it so confusing. I guess this is maybe a lot to take for as a beginner, but you'll get used to it. So it will go very easy for you in time. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson. Thank you.